Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. First off, thank you for taking a few minutes of your time to listen to what I have to say about myself. And also thank you for a warm welcome to the club. My name is Brian Doe. I'm 23 years old. My family is originally from Vietnam, although I was born and raised here in Silver Spring. For school, I attended the University of Maryland at College Park. And back in 2020, I graduated with a bachelor's in computer science. And ever since then, I have been working professionally as a software engineer. My interest in public speaking first started back in college when I took a oral communications class. And the purpose of this class was to teach us how to stand in front of a crowd and speak. And I remember for my very first speech, I was really nervous having to stand in front of the whole class and deliver my speech. But as the semester went by and we gave more speeches, I got more comfortable and confident giving the speeches. And by the very last speech of the semester, we were to give a professionally themed speech. So we had to dress all nice and we had to pick a professional theme. And I remember during my speech, I was almost giving it on autopilot because I was so comfortable. And I could almost step back in the moment and realize that I'm really not nervous giving these speeches anymore. And I even went as far as to look right at my classmates and try to draw out that feeling of anxiety that I felt earlier in the semester, but I couldn't draw it out because it wasn't there anymore. And it felt really good to be able to overcome that part of me. And I always planned on continuing my practice of public speaking after I finished the class, but I never got to it. I also feel that public speaking is a test of personal integrity, to be able to stand in front of a group of people and express yourself authentically. It's always been important to me to express yourself authentically, but it's also something I've always wanted to better myself on. So the learning pathway that I chose was called Motivational Strategies. And the purpose of this learning path focused on emotional intelligence and on team building. To me, good communication is extremely important. And I feel this way because I have been part of and I've witnessed many conversations and many discussions and many debates where it's ended in conflict or in general confusion, and really just because of misunderstandings. And oftentimes I've noticed that these misunderstandings are very avoidable. And it's always kind of bothered me how absurd it was that something so seemingly simple like understanding what the other person is trying to tell you could lead to such big and disastrous outcomes. And the way I see it, if you're a great motivator, you're also a great communicator. And that's because you can't fake being a good motivator. You can't fake truly understanding what the other person is trying to tell you. So if you're a good motivator, then chances are you're also a good communicator. And that's why I decided to join Toastmasters, and that's why I chose the Motivational Strategies pathway. Now, as for a few fun facts about myself, I am a man of many hobbies and many interests. I love playing basketball. I love watching basketball. You might catch me in the future referencing NBA players or NBA events. So just a fair warning. I love working out. I've been working out since I was in high school. And there's no feeling better than pumping some iron. I love playing chess. I'm a hobby game developer, app developer. I'm a big movie buff. I love Leonardo DiCaprio. I think he's the greatest actor of all time, and he can do no wrong when it comes to acting. And I'm a semi-self-taught piano player, and I say semi-self-taught because I used to have lessons as a kid, and I took a long break from playing, and then only recently picked it back up and taught myself. And recently I picked up soccer, volleyball, mixed martial arts. And in general, I'm just very open and very adventurous to try new things out. I love immersing myself in new worlds and getting familiar with its inhabitants and its intricacies and learning what it means to be great in this new world. So that's just a few things about myself. Thank you for sharing these few minutes with me. And I look forward to learning from and learning with and growing with all of you. And here's to more future speeches. Thank you. you.